power of believing really changed the game for me. But that was a solid job. That was my dream job that I've been working all these years to be, you know, at the top of the game. For me as well, a female in radio, females were generally considered kind of like giggle girls in radio. The guy was the main guy and the girl would just kind of laugh at whatever the guy says. That is just a classic radio setup. I was really lucky because my co-host and me had a 50-50 share. You know, we were very much like equal voices. But I loved the show. And it just got to a point where I was like, it is time for a change. And you feel it in your bones, like, you know it. And so I know, and from my community, I have a lot of people who talk to me about, how did you take the leap? Like, how did you make that change? How did you believe in yourself? And it came down to one thing, and that was, which fear do I choose? So there were two fears. The first was, oh my gosh, but if I leave, I have a solid salary here. So financially I was covered. It was my comfort zone. I knew it day in, day out. I had a routine with it. The third was, you know, this was your dream. Are you going to let go of your dream? I was holding on to that fear of, but the unknown, what's going to happen next? And then that was one side of the fear. The second side of the fear was, okay, but are you still going to be here in 5 years' time? Are you still going to feel undervalued in 5 years' time? Are you still going to be saying to yourself, oh, Nimi, why are you here? Are you still going to be getting out of bed every morning feeling like it's more of a chore than a spring in your step? And that fear outweighed the fear before. I was so scared of staying stagnant that any fear I felt about leaving and taking the leap was just irrelevant to me. Because I was like, I would rather look back and say, I'm so proud you tried, than, oh, I'm so proud you stayed in your little comfort box and, you know, shied away from your potential. Yeah. So if anyone is feeling like they're in that kind of period and scared to kind of take the next step, I would say, weigh out your fear. Which one scares you more? Because for me, it was definitely the latter.
That is such a powerful question. And in a very similar vein, a question you could also ask is, which discomfort do you want to choose? It's a very similar question because the reality is, it's uncomfortable not pursuing things that you dream about or things that you wish you wanted to do. And it's also uncomfortable pursuing them because you're, you know, dealing with potentially not feeling like you're worthy to do it and self-doubt and the uncertainty and all of that. But then the flip of that is actually just not doing it at all, never trying, never knowing, and being stuck in something that maybe is not setting your heart on fire. So yeah, I think just being really honest with yourself, like I feel like this is one of those things where if you get that feeling like you described it in your bones, I know that feeling,